Let's have a talk, y'all. Let's have a talk about video games, Hollywood, and its weird obsession with trying to use them to get rich and make very low effort, lowbrow movie franchises.
Resident Evil.
Having an original thought is too much of a risk nowadays. So naturally,
there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, and ain't nothing in this world for free. No, I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Oh, you know, I wish I could, because there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good.
Borderlands, the video game that created the looter shooter genre as we all know it today, is now part of Hollywood's pantheon of terrible, failed video game movies. Fantastic. Smashing! And when they announced the movie in 2015, everyone, and I mean everyone, had only one question on their minds.
Fucking why? This is fucking... Why did you...
Because during that year, we got such bangers as Hitman 47. You know, and Sony was just like, psh, we can do one better with their fantastic movie, Pixels. You remember that? You remember that? Their Pac-Man movie, Pixels? You remember how cool that was, seeing all those things happening in New York? Maybe that's where they're at. I forget. I saw that movie in passing. That's how fucking boring that was. And also, last but not least, let's not forget Dead Rising Watchtower. I did not even know that was being made. All right, let's figure this out real quick. Let's get in here. Dead Rising. Okay, look at this first thing right there. Let's click on that real quick. Yeah, it looks terrible. Hey, it's on Tubi for free. That makes sense. Why it's terrible. 32% Rotten Tomatoes makes sense. And is that a second one? Ain't no way that's the second one. These fools made a second one. That came out a year after, so it did good? Let's look at the rest of these zombie movies. Looks like we got a lot of homework to do, you know what I'm saying? What's that? Navy SEALs versus zombies? Wait a minute, is that Zombie Ninjas versus Black Ops? Oh my god! So with all of those entries in the winning circle, Lionsgate that same year decides, hey man, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do it even better. We're gonna take it up a notch. And smashing! It's not like there wasn't signs, you know? First and foremost, the cast full of geriatrics, old people. The combined main cast, minus Jack Black because he's just a voice here, but excluding him, the combined age of the main cast is around 277 years old, with one of them being born the same year the first video game was created. Keep walking with me here. When the first video game was created, 13 years before that was World War II. You get me? You get me? For a movie that is based off of a video game that came out in 2009, and now it is 2024, you gotta just ask, who is this movie for? You can't say that it's for people my age, because no matter how hard you try to convince us, Kevin Hart is not rolling. I don't care what y'all do with his rebrand of him trying to be the new, like, action badass. I'm not buying it. People that look like me are not buying it. I work 60-hour weeks. I'm not buying it. And you can't say it's for kids of the younger variety because, come on, dog. Come on, dog. They have no idea who these characters are, which is probably why y'all relied on the star power of the cast anyway. 2, probably never seen in Xbox 360. No concept of what that is. And 3, has no idea how many lives the Red Ring of Death has taken during the third console war.
Hey, what?
Are you
What?
taking
What the fuck? So like, what we talking about? And with all that in context, you already know what they came up with was a very digestible story for the casual audience. So let's be real, probably didn't show up for this movie. So all we have left to look forward to is a few callbacks and a very straightforward and a very safe script. The main character narrates the story, breaks us into this world that we're about to engulf ourselves in. An ancient group of aliens have left this particular system, left behind a group of people, and they have chosen to utilize the ancient tech that the aliens have chosen not to recover in order to further society into an era of technological advancement. Is what I would say if capitalism and greed did not fucking exist. Kind of like our society. We follow the main character into her home planet because she was brought there by said greed to execute a rescue bounty. Her mind only changes once she finds out the truth about the bounty that she is involved in. The movie pretends that it wasn't inspired by James Gunn for about an hour and 20-ish minutes. We move from one place, people talk, an action scene happens. That happens about 3 more times. We really don't learn anything about these characters. Well, except one. Take a look at this poster and tell me which one do you think we learn about the most? Go ahead. Take your time.
That you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. But
this movie is very bland. It's not very bad. Like, I don't think it deserves all the hate that it's getting, but it's not very good despite this being a very famous IP. When you think of Borderlands, some of the first things that you think of is the very bold, artistic, aesthetic choice, despite most of the game being in a fucking desert. The 2009 very washed, very edgy dad jokes.
I guess you just killed yourself. I just want you to remember one thing.
Hyperion Corporation suggests.
You killed yourself because it paid you to. You're a bitch.
The very wacky characters.
I just realized this is the first time we've met in person. You are very attractive!
And the gratuitous amount of guns. Like, I find it really weird in this movie that everybody uses the same gun throughout the whole entire movie. Nobody really changes their firearm, and like, that's the whole fucking point of this game. Like, that's the main selling point of the game. You get a bunch of guns. I understand you wanted to make this a movie. Like, that's what this is. You wanted to make this a movie and not a video game movie. But unfortunately, it's a video game movie. So like, at least pander more to like the video game aspects of the movie, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do that. Without any of that, all that we're really left with is a bunch of old people talking in like this fake Mad Max area without the sepia filter. Like, Lilith narrates in the beginning. In the beginning, it's fine. Like, you know, she's breaking down how everything goes on, but like, it just keeps going. We're moving to another area and she's narrating on top of them showing us that we're moving to another area. After editing what felt like 15 hours, I decided I need libation. So I make my way to the kitchen. I'm walking down the hall to the kitchen. I finally make it to the kitchen, opening the door, see if I can make a decision hastily. Turns out that's not the case. I sit there and look perturbed. I reach for the water, deciding that's too much hydration at this point. I see the orange juice. Every man needs his daily supply of vitamin C. But not this man. I see a third option. It looks like it's some champagne that's been in my fridge for a few days now. It's probably a good idea to finish it off. I close the fridge. I've been editing for so long I can't read letters. So I lift the bottle up in order to look closely at the letters, at the writing. I keep leaning. Hey, y'all niggas like JoJo. Another point is that like, everyone in this movie is very serious. There's comic relief and it's claptrap, but like, even he's dumbed down. Like, if you saw the trailer, then the trailer didn't actually look all that bad. But if you saw the trailer and thought, maybe this isn't going to be as bad as I thought, maybe it's going to be fun, because you saw like the jokes that they put in the trailers. Yeah, that didn't even make it to the final cut, man. Yep. The funniest parts of the trailer didn't make it into the movie.
What's happening right now?
I'm expelling the excess lead. I can't go if you're looking at me. Actually, scrap that. I can. I really can. Actually, it's helping.
Are we really waiting for this to finish?
The thing that they sold you on isn't in the movie. And the final scene, you know, the part of the movie where you're supposed to pretty much blow all the budget away in this last final sequence, it was meh. Alright, dogs. Final thoughts. If you want my advice, the money that you are going to spend on buying tickets, because let's be real, going to the movies now, it's kind of a luxury. You can go on, I believe this is still going on just because it's still technically the weekend of the movie, but like PlayStation Plus right now, if you have a PlayStation, you can go to the PlayStation store right now and pretty much all of those games are around 90% off. Yo, Editor Max here, just letting you know that that particular sale is not a thing anymore as of me editing this video. Yeah, that sale is gone. However, pretty sure that sale will come back on once this movie gets put on streaming platforms here in the next month or two. And I still recommend that you just play the games over watching this anyway. So, yeah, back to the show. Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2, pre-Borderlands 2, in between 2 and 3, 3, after 3, and all the DLC that comes in all of those fucking games. Yeah, man, just do that instead. Enjoy this particular IP in the format that it deserves to be enjoyed in, with all of the cringe,
Lady's got a gut full of dynamite and a booty like
with all of the humor, with all of the thirst traps. You know what I'm talking about. And all of the gore and the guns, man. Just go do that instead. And send a message to Hollywood saying, leave the video game storylines to video game developers, or just pay people to come up with original fucking ideas. It's time to stop. Oh, hey, what's going on? It's your boy, MaxximumSupreme. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. So you know what's gonna happen next. That's right, I'm gonna ask you to do the things for me. They're free, but if you can help a brother out, come on, man. I need you to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, get in the comments and just start talking about the movie. Maybe you went to go see it. Maybe you just happen to be a really big fan of the game. I haven't played every single one of the games, but I definitely played 1, 2, and 3. So, you know what I'm saying? Just get in there and voice your opinions, dog. Like I said, all that's for free, and they help boost the channel, you know what I'm saying? Put me in the algorithms so that way, you know, a lot of people see this stuff, and you know, it helps the channel. It's free, dog, all right? Now, for the people that are really sick in the head and just don't like stuff for free, and you just like giving people money, I've seen you do it. That I could be one of those people. I'm not saying I'm a sugar baby or anything like that, but like, I do some things for some dollars now, you know what I'm saying? Patreon/MaxximumSupreme Pizza, you know what I'm saying? Or I think it's just Maximum Supreme. Either way, in the description, baby. The very smallest donation is $1. Anything that you give in general goes to this entire setup, whether it's the microphone, some more lights, this chair not squeaking anymore, stuff like that. But if you want me to make custom videos for you, big baby, you can get that. There's 2 tiers for that. There's one where, you know, you can just request a movie. It could be any movie, a movie that you really like, a movie that you really hate, and maybe you just want me to talk shit about it. I'm always down to do that. I'm a sassy little bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a tier above that where you're getting all that same stuff, but then you also get to choose which liquor I drink while doing it, because apparently I am a sadist. Is that the word? Is that the word? A glutton for punishment? A whore? Maybe. Any of those. But yeah, please be nice to my liver, man. Maximum Supreme Pizza out.